Welcome to Sound and Fury. I am Eric Wilfred Watson, and I'm actually a really nice guy.
And I'm Hugh Frank, and I'm just a regular Joe with a regular job. I'm your average white suburbanite slob. I like football and pornos and books about war. I got an average house with a nice hardwood floor.
Today we're going to talk about assholes. So, there is a popular Reddit thread
Reddit.
about Am I the AHole? I
Yes.
was recently made aware of this and I thought it was great. I think it's fun to read about people's complaints. And the idea, if you're not familiar, is if something happens in your life, you can bitch about it on the internet, and then the internet renders a verdict whether you, in fact, are the asshole in the situation or the person you're bitching about is the asshole in the situation. So, because we are correct on everything,
Yes.
we're going to answer some of these questions that
You
people have
lucky
posed.
people.
So, let's see what happens, shall we?
Yes.
Now, I culled these through, various threads. I popped on it every few days or so, and you have not seen these.
I have
so I
not.
want to make sure you know that he has absolutely no idea what I have selected for the "Am I the Asshole" question. So, let's get right into it, shall we?
Let's.
Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend she needs to buy her own airplane ticket?
No ticket.
I booked a 2-week vacation to Europe about 7 months ago. My new girlfriend of 5 months said she would like to come along. I told her that I would be happy to have her come along, but she would need to buy her own ticket. She said she cannot afford the flight, which costs about $700. She asked me if I could buy her plane ticket for her, and I told her I did not budget for another plane ticket. She said that she really wanted to spend time on this vacation with me, and this could be her early anniversary gift, and I wouldn't have to buy her another anniversary gift. I told her that it simply wasn't in my budget to buy the plane ticket. And she complained that because I make more money than her, that this isn't fair. She told me to forget about it because I am acting selfish, and then when we were supposed to be a partner. She said, hopefully I'll still be here when you get back. Is he the ass?
Yes. Absolutely. It's down. What the fuck, dude? You cheap ass motherfucker. Buy your woman a plane ticket. Jesus fucking Christ, you asshole. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? $700. Do you realize when you get older and get married, $700 isn't shit to make a woman happy? Buy the fucking plane ticket, asshole. Or better yet, you know what? Never mind. To whoever this woman is, just dump his fucking ass. If he's too cheap to buy you a plane ticket, why are you with him?
Yeah, I was thinking that, I can see that point of view. I would think that they're both kind of assholes, though, because I've been in relationships where the woman looks at me as if I was an ATM machine, and that can get
That's
kind
redundant.
of,
Anyway, I get it.
not that kind of ATM.
No, the-
To go ask him out.
Not that kind of machine.
All right,
Anyway.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
am I the asshole for causing a scene at my surprise birthday party?
We wasted the good surprise on you.
You probably already answered this without knowing the story. All right. Hello, I am a 34-year-old male. My girlfriend, 28, is 28 years old. Yesterday, it was my birthday, and my girlfriend threw me a surprise birthday party.
Hey.
One of the presents was something that I always wanted, a gaming laptop.
Nice.
The specs were so insane that she probably dropped $2,500. When I pulled her aside to our bedroom and asked how much she spent on it, she was like, oh, don't worry about it, honey. I just want you to be happy.
Wow.
I thought she was trying to show me up in front of our friends. When she tried to kiss me, I pushed her away and said, why do you always try to flex your money on me? So we got in a huge shouting match in front of our friends, and I finally left. It is important to note that I do not make a lot of money and grew up poor, and she grew up with money and makes a lot of money because she is a doctor. Am I the asshole because I ruined... Am I the asshole because I ruined the evening for everyone involved?
Yes.
Not
Yes,
only are you the asshole, you are stupid. You are a stupid asshole. You are with a woman that overlooks the fact that you're dirt poor, lazy, and is willing to buy you shit because she likes you for some reason. And you make I can't even express how much of a...
Maybe you should get her to buy the other woman a plane ticket.
Yeah.
And they can go somewhere together.
They should just swap partners there. That's how it would probably work
Cheap
well.
ass man.
But yeah, I don't think you're so much of an asshole as a moron. All right,
Yep.
moving along.
All right. So far we have yes and yes. Two ass.
Am I the asshole?
Probably. I'm gonna get cramp in my leg from laughing.
Am I the asshole for asking my cousin to leave my wedding after he got drunk and caused a scene? Well, my immediate question is, well, what happened?
Right.
That depends. I mean, it might be entertainment value. Just have him stick around.
Well, it depends, yeah.
Anyway, so I had my wedding last weekend, and everything was going great until my cousin, let's call him Joe, showed up drunk.
Let's call him Clem.
He was slurring his words and being loud and obnoxious and generally making a scene. I tried to talk to him and get him to calm down, but he wouldn't listen. Eventually, I had to ask him to leave the wedding. Now my family is furious with me. They're saying that I should have been more understanding, and that's not his fault that he got drunk. But I paid a lot of money for the wedding and didn't want everything to be ruined.
Why did you make it about money?
Am I the asshole for asking him to leave? I just wanted to protect my special day. Not our special day, but my special day. But now I feel like I've caused a huge rift in the family. I don't know if this was written by a man or a woman. It doesn't say.
Well, if it's my special day, I'm guessing it was the bride.
But
Because the
it
bride
also
is-
said I paid for the wedding. So maybe this is the doctor.
Maybe this is the doctor.
They made up for over the laptop kerfluffle.
Yeah, and now they're getting married, and come to find out, they're mutual cousins.
Now, I can't say I can answer this one for certainty because I want to know more about what this guy did.
Well, I think we have a pretty good idea.
I mean, we've all seen drunk people at weddings.
And here's we have, and here's the thing. So, let's assume it was the bride. The maid of honor should have handled the situation, or the mother or some other family member should have handled this situation. So the problem is, your family is a bunch of assholes, not only for not supporting you in this decision, but for not handling drunk Clem when he showed up with the straw coming out of his mouth and his beat up pickup truck and his overalls on and like, hey, let's have a hold down. No, they should have just kicked his drunk ass out right away.
Man, the better man.
Best man, the better man.
So yeah, no, your family's a bunch of assholes. Mazel tov. I hope that you are happy in your new endeavor and that you divorce your fucking family.
Moving right along.
Yep. Alrighty then.
Am I the asshole for telling my husband he knew what he was getting into before he married me?
I like this one.
All right.
Well, it depends on what he's getting into.
My husband, 34-year-old male, and I, 36 female, have recently got into a conflict over my closeness with my best friend, 36-year-old female. I've been friends with Anna, fake
Buys me
name.
plane tickets.
I've been
Laptops.
friends since kindergarten.
Okay.
4 years ago, I met my husband. After, it's kind of awkward. Like, oh, you're married to me? Anyway.
Oh, Jesus. I just got that.
4 years ago, I met my would-be husband, future husband, whatever.
Husband of tomorrow.
Husband of tomorrow. After a few weeks, he met Anna. And over the 2 years we dated, we all hung out several times together. He proposed to me, and we ended up talking about our future. Rob, fake name, wanted us to move in together, but I don't want to move out of my house into an apartment, and he couldn't afford to make the investment in a house together. I talked to Anna, and Rob moved in with us a couple of months after that. We got married, and he talked to me about how my friendship with Anna made him deeply uncomfortable. We have sleepovers sometimes and go to on our little dates, which is in quotation marks. But that's how we've always been. Rob never previously voiced discomfort. I think he only is doing this because I recently told him how Anna confessed her love for me when we first bought the house together. I got angry when he said that. I got angry when he said this and told him this was what he signed up for, and if he had a problem with it, he should have told me years ago. I love my husband, but I'm not willing to get rid of Anna because he's insecure. I don't know what to say, and I'm starting to feel bad. I think I might be the asshole due to how he's reacting.
I think Peter Steele said it the best when he said, "My girlfriend's girlfriend, she looks like you."
What it sounds like to me is he had absolutely no problem with this woman until it turned into something that sounded more than platonic.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's an asshole in this situation. I think it's just a bummer of a situation. Watch the movie Chasing Amy and sort it out from there.
Yeah. I tend to think that if I'm going to side with somebody, I'm going to side with the husband because really, even if you don't necessarily agree, if you're supposed to be quote unquote one flesh, you'd like become the single unified unit. If you're going to be one entity as a married couple, and somebody's uncomfortable with, if anything's pulling that marriage apart, you have to decide what's more important, the marriage or the thing pulling the marriage apart. And almost every situation, the marriage is more important.
Yeah, it started with him knowing what he was getting into, though.
But it sounds like that changed, where she confessed that she was in love, but that happened after they had started dating.
Right.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. So the bottom line is that he had a decision to make at that point when this woman confessed her love for his wife or future wife. He had a decision to make there, and he had to live with that decision. And if it's tearing him apart, he has to, case in point, he has to make another decision as to whether to stay or whether to go. And nobody's really an asshole, just kind of, he needs to nut up or shut up.
All right.
But I don't think anybody's an asshole here. I mean, it's an unfortunate. I think everybody had different expectations of what it was going to turn out to be. So it's not like drunk uncle showing up.
Am I the asshole? Daughter is allergic to cats.
Oh.
We recently found out that my daughter is very allergic to cats. Of course, I found this out after my girlfriend moved in with her 2 cats. We've never had any cats. My daughter is constantly sick now and has a hard time breathing without an inhaler. I took her to the doctor, and they recommended removing the allergen, aka the cats. I told my girlfriend that unfortunately the cats couldn't live with us anymore. She said the cats aren't going anywhere. I inserted the F word. They are 17 and 10, and she's not giving them up. I told her that probably means she'd have to move out. She's furious with me and won't talk to me. Am I the asshole?
No, not at all. Human life is more valuable than cat life, period. End of sentence.
It's all true.
If a person is in a relationship with another person, and that person values animals over human beings, you should not be in a relationship with that person. Period. That's it. So.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's your own child. Your child needs a f***ing inhaler, and they'll deal with it.
Yeah, this isn't like itchy eyes or something like that. This is literally respiratory problems. Fuck that. I mean, who wants a cat anyway?
Now, if it was dogs,
Yeah, then you
that's
get
more
a
borderline.
hypoallergenic dog. Then that's all. You get a labradoodle. Nobody's allergic to labradoodles apparently.
Am I
Plus
the
they look
ass?
like Chewbacca?
Am I the asshole for not visiting my father in prison?
They're trying to build a prison. Trying to build a prison for you and me to live in.
My father is currently serving time in prison for a crime he committed, and I have been struggling with the decision as to whether or not to visit him. I have a public-facing career in a field where people need to see me as somebody they can trust.
People like me.
On one hand, I feel guilty for not visiting him and providing support during this difficult time. But on the other hand, I am concerned that being seen visiting him might harm my reputation and career opportunities. I have weighed the pros and cons and have ultimately decided not to visit him in order to protect my career.
Yes, you're an asshole. The reason being, for one, whatever, I don't know what it is that your career is that you're protecting, but it's going to get out.
30
And-
seconds on Google, I think, would find out that you have a parent in prison.
Pretty much, apparently. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to get out. You might as well just, whatever this public thing is that you are part of, just mention it to your public that, oh, by the way, old man's in prison. If you're an elected official, may he who was without sin cast the first ballot. If you don't want to see your dad and you're using this as an excuse, you're an asshole. If you have other reasons for not wanting to visit your dad, if your dad's a asshole and you just don't want to visit him in prison, that's your choice.
You're a terrible father.
Hey, I didn't ask to be a father in the first place.
You make that perfectly
Your
clear.
mother sprung that one on me.
I would agree with you. Not visiting your dad in prison is a pretty stinky thing to do, but it depends. What is he in prison for, and what sort of career are you talking about?
Yeah, and it's a personal decision. Basing it on your career makes you an asshole. Basing it on, I just don't like my dad because he was a fucking piece of shit, and he's in prison for what he did, because he's a piece of shit.
He deserves to be there.
He deserves to be there. Well, that's a whole different thing, but that doesn't sound like what they're saying.
If nobody gave a shit that his dad was in prison, he'd be happy to visit him. He's doing it for other people's perception, which makes him an asshole.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, this is the last one.
I wonder what the crime was that he committed.
Yeah, I want to leave key pieces of information out.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for getting mad at my friend for sending a picture of a hamburger?
Probably not. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
I have a friend who we will call M.
M for McDonald's.
Yes.
MR. No,
M
R
decided to send me a picture of a hamburger.
M like Judi Dench? Okay, sorry.
M decided to send me a picture of a hamburger with the caption, "Delicious," knowing very well that I am a vegetarian. I told him that I didn't think it was funny, but he responded saying that he thought it was another picture of a hamburger.
What? Maybe it was an Impossible Whopper.
I don't know, that's what it says. But he responded saying he thought it was with another picture of a hamburger.
Okay.
Whatever. Okay.
All right.
I told him he might as well send me a picture of a dead body.
He said he thought it was funny with another picture of a hamburger. So he sent him like a second hamburger picture, I think, along with, I think it's funny. That's what I'm guessing. Anyway, sorry. Might as well be a dead body.
I told him
kind of is, really. It's a dead cow body.
I told him it may as well have been a picture of a dead body. M then got extremely mad about that, calling me extremely self-centered and disrespectful to anyone who has seen a dead body. I told him...
Dead bodies everywhere!
I told him that I did not think I was being disrespectful, but he was the one being disrespectful because he knew I believe that all living beings are equal
These
and
people in
deserving
third
to
grade?
protect me But he decided to provoke me anyway. Am I the asshole?
You're both assholes. Just you both need to grow a sense of humor.
I sort of love the guy who just decided to send a picture of a cheeseburger to his
Delicious.
vegetarian friend.
Yeah.
What?
Delicious. I think that's awesome.
Now,
I think
as a
that's
guy who
awesome.
genuinely likes a good cheeseburger, I think the real reason you're an asshole is because you're the kind of guy who sends pictures of food. Look at what I'm eating. That's what makes you the asshole. Forget about the vegetarian thing. People that like show off their meals on the internet.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I think you both need to find new friends. I don't know. If you can't handle... Like, if you have to take this to the internet, Jesus. You're both assholes. Final verdict. Guilty.
Yes, so are we the assholes for our opinions? Please
Yes.
let us know in the comments and hit the subscribe button so you see our assholishness in future videos.
Yes.